All right, this should be working now. I'm having some technical difficulties. Welcome, everybody, to Step into the Portal, the super early edition. I have to be somewhere for 9:30, so I wanted to try to get a play in this morning. Hello, good morning, happy work week, happy May. If you're in the New England area, happy, welcome to summer or even spring. We've had some cold weather, and it is nice here now. If you didn't check it out, yesterday I got a chance to run Racket Raccoon through the entire campaign for the Con of Heroes, the campaign that they did there. They were nice enough to send it over to me, so I got a chance to play through that. And Rocket took it down after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was a must to play with Rocket. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. What I am going to do today is I am going to play the Marvel Champions Monthly Challenge. So the challenge was to fight Proxima and Corvus using the down-to-earth modular. So I have that in here, and I'm going to use Ghost Spider in aggression and Black Widow protection and see what I can do. Hey, Black Dog, I hope you had a good time at the convention. I'm going to turn my audio down a bit, and my voice is starting to crack. I guess this sickness has still hit me. I got a little bit of a glare here on my cards I can see when we kick over to here because of the sun coming in the window. So we'll work through that. All right, I'm going to jump in because I'm going to play on Expert here, and I'm going to have to head out, like I said. So I'm going to get right to it. All right, 24 health on Proxima, and Corvus has 22 health, I believe. I got this set up, and then I believe this focus defense starts here, right? Attached to this stage. Yep, perfect. Okay. Good morning, Brandt. I hope you had a good time at the con as well. Maybe I will catch up with some of you at Gen Con. Just heard there'll be events there for Marvel Champions, so that'll be awesome. So I'll be stopping by, maybe playing them, but possibly just helping to teach. That's what I did last year. I just found people that hadn't played as much or answered rule questions or whatnot. It was just fun to hang out around the Marvel Champions stuff. So that was that. All right. So starting out here, we've each got a Black Order Besieger. I want to try to keep Black Widow healthy. So I am going to deal a damage to the tower. Here, I will take the 2 damage. You know what? I'm going to do the same. Just deal a damage to the tower. And we'll hope we don't lose the tower. All right. Let's see what we get with Gwen Stacy here to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got resources to begin with, which will be nice. We have web binding and pirouette and punch. So a lot of this stuff won't do anything for us. The boot camp is nice, but might be tricky to get down. So let's pitch these ones and see what we can build here. All right, so we will flip up, and we are going to skilled strike the Besieger in front of us for 4, and then respond and ready. So this Besieger will be done. Okay. Then we can put down team building exercise because we have a web warrior deck, so I think that's probably the way to go. And we'll put down this target acquired so we can try to cancel some things. And then we will punch here for 2. And get damage on this minion. All right. Black Widow is next. Still going. We can buy the new... still hoping we can buy the new box Charlie Chunka. Yeah, I know. They didn't do that last year. So I'm hoping they will this year, but yeah, sometimes some strange choices. I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't want to get that box out and whatnot. I mean, obviously, if they can't have it available, they can't have it available, but what is the release? It's like 2 or 3 weeks after that, so hopefully it will be there. I agree. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got some things here. We've got an espionage, a dance of death, and a widow's bite. This might be what we're looking for here, honestly. is to just drop these ones, huh? All right, so let's drop the acrobatics. We'll draw a card. Ooh, there's our gauntlet. We'll use Dance of Death to play the gauntlet. The gauntlet will play the Widow's Bite, and the double will play the Espionage. Should we just stay down this turn? I think we will. Okay. I forgot how big the table is going to get with her. Here. All right, ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our Nick and our safe house. Beautiful. That's a good setup there. We have a double for Nick. All right, so each of these gets 2 threat added to them. Yeah, no worries. I figured out what you were saying. All right, and then this gets moved over here, right? The villain mentions after the player phase ends, attach this card to the scheme. All right, so she is going to attack here for 3. When she attacks, either deal a damage to the tower or she gets +2 for the attack. So what do we have here? We have a web binding. We could do that. This is coming out for free. We have George Stacy. So these 2 I have to pay, so I can't actually pay for the web binding. All right, so we'll add a damage to the tower, and we will defend. So she's going to hit for 3 + 2 is 5, so we will take 2. And then we can play a Phantom Flip. So we'll use George Stacy and Parental Guidance. Put those down, do a Phantom Flip, and we can remove 5 threat from a scheme. So we're going to remove threat from here. And then we ready. Nice. All right. Might not have too much on her turn, but at least we're getting there. Over here, she's going to scheme for 1 + 2 is 3, and then this Besieger will scheme for 1. And away we go. First card is Volunteer Work. So we're going to have 6 on this. You cannot thwart the scheme, and we can spend resources to remove threat equal to our recovery. And Loose End, searching counter deck for a copy of your obligation. Reveal it. Okay. Pretty sure I shuffled them in here. With playing this early, I had to set them up last night. Oh, you know what? My obligation is right here. Just saw. Oh, I never shuffled this deck, I think was actually the issue. Discard around if your obligation was not revealed. All right, so we are going to reveal it, and we are going to exhaust. Cool. Oh, what does it say? If you cannot, this card gains surge. Otherwise, I might have surged it. All right, we are set there. So we will flip to here. We are going to use 1, 2... Let's see, how do we want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Nick Fury, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. We are going to use the Quinn Carrier to play the Safe House. The Safe House is going to go get us the Grappling Hook. We are going to use a Grappling Hook to play a Widow's Gauntlet. 2 Widow's Gauntlets to play a Grappling Hook, draw a card. And then we will flip up and we will use the Acrobatics to play the Armored Vest. Nice. All right. Then what are we going to do from there? This is not a big deal. We can deal with that. Probably need to just punch this guy out unless she can do it. She could do it for us as well. All right, so Nick will thwart this one for 2. She's going to flip down. I could spend 2 resources in order to remove 3 and then later do it again. No, I'm not going to flip down. I'm going to punch this guy out. Would I rather have Web of Life and Destiny, though? I think I would. So I'm going to do that and flip. I'll just hold this web binding. We'll go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's some allies. Nice. SPDR will be big. And away we go. Have people try these MCM challenges? I know they're trying to do different things each week, which I think is kind of interesting. All right. We've got an Unflappable, a Fighting Fit, an Energy Barrier. So we'll try to get some of these things out. I didn't really do perfect defense, but I was going to try to get her suit out and focus around that. So the Unflappable is not a must. We're not going to be defending that super regularly. All right, this is going to move over here because of the acceleration. We're adding 3 to each. So here and here. And then he's going to attack for 2 into Nick. Makes an undefended attack. All right, so we're good. That is done. And then she's going to scheme for 1. Plus 1 is 2. And this will go to 9 out of 12. Cards are Bound by Blood. Each villain heals 2 and gets a tough status card. And over here, it is a Common Criminal. As well as that will surge into Advance. When it surges, we're going to trigger Espionage here. So we get to draw 2 cards and deal a damage. So we will get rid of a tough status card on one of them. All right, and then Advance, that's not good. She's going to scheme for 1, plus 1 is 2, and that's going to go to 11. Oh, no, sorry, it's him scheming. My bad, my bad. So this went to 7. I said it was 2. It should have been 3. And then he should scheme for 3 and go to 11. Sorry about that. I did sides of the table instead. All right. Pass this over here. So we have a lot of things we could get rid of. If we use this punch, we could get rid of the criminal. So we'll do that. We'll punch with the ghost kick. Get rid of the criminal. Draw a card. Ooh, now we got a double. So we could spend these 2, although it would be really good to get one of these out. So if we spent these 2, we have the double to play that. We'll just deal with the acceleration, I think. All right, so we're going to flip up. We are going to get rid of this. No, we'll just punch here for 2. Actually, maybe we should even just thwart. We're going to thwart this one for 1. And then we are going to Phantom Flip. So we'll use Auto and Across the Spider-Verse to play a Phantom Flip. Remove 5 threat from a scheme. So we'll bring this one down. Ready. And then we will thwart again for 1 to bring this one down to 5. Then I'm going to... I'm going to hold that instead. No, I won't use that one, though. I'll use my Power in All of Us to play SPDR. She's going to punch for 1. Get rid of this. And we'll hold the web binding. Challenges have been good. Yeah, the Nebula scenario still ran away from me, but it was fun to have something different. I like that idea of using the vehicles, and I guess I did something wrong where it was only supposed to be like a hazard icon, so I gave myself an extra encounter cards right off the bat. That was interesting. Why do I have 7 cards? Because I cheated? Oh, because I drew 2 off of Espionage. I'm like, wait a second, because I cheated. No, I don't cheat. All right. So what do we want to get down here? The crew quarters heals us. I think I forgot to put an endurance in here, which was dumb. All right, we need to play Covert Ops, so that's the key one. Can also get this crew quarters down. 6. Do we actually not have any of those currently, huh? All right. Well, we can get this other stuff down pretty easily. So we'll use Fighting Fit, Energy Barrier, and Dance of Death. Actually, we don't have to play any of this from this form. So we will thwart for 2. Off of this, bring it down to 3. Then we'll flip down. We'll spend these 3 to play a Covert Ops, remove 4 threat, and confuse a villain. So we'll remove 4 from here. We'll confuse Proxima. Then we will use this to get Espionage back. And then we will spend a Widow's Gauntlet to put down Espionage. And we will spend an Unflappable and this to put down a Judica skill. When I play that, I should draw a card. So that'll play the Judica skill. And then we'll get rid of... we better put Crew Quarters out in case we start taking damage at some point here. Unflappable is not the key card for this. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I don't have space for all this. All right. We're going to make it work. All right, there we go. Flipped down. She's up. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a web bracelet that I would love to get down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So tell me about Con of Heroes, those of you that were there. How did it go? What did you do? What was one of your favorite games? You don't have to say best game. I know it's always tricky to know because you played a lot of fun games. But was it fun playing multiplayer? That was the big thing that I thought would be so exciting for people, was getting that chance to play multiplayer. All right, this is going to pass over here. She is going to attack here first. When she attacks... I still can't cancel it, huh? All right, so I will defend. I will defend and play nothing. She's going to attack for 3. I'll put a damage on the tower. 4, 5, 6. So she's going to hit me for 3. Yikes. 1, 2, 3. And then I will respond and use a web bracelet and a web binding to play a ghost kick and hit for 6. So she is down to 18. And I will ready. All right, then she's confused over here. And then away we go. Common Criminal will surge into Shadow of the Past. So that will trigger Espionage. I'll draw 2. 1, 2. Shadow of the Past is a pretty easy set for her. All right, so Lizard comes out. And this one comes out. And we shuffle these in. Yeah. I got a chance to try it myself solo, but I never really got so I had to kind of picture what the table in the room feel would be like. And it's fun to be able to walk to those other tables and be like, I got this for you. That sounds good, that epic multiplayer. Caught Off Guard. We will discard something. What are we going to discard? Maybe just a gauntlet. No, the Widow's Bite we could just get back, right? No big deal. All right, passes over to here. So I need to figure out... I will put the Espionage back down. Draw a card. Oh, there's an Endurance, so I was not telling the truth. Okay, I can actually confuse both of them. Winter Soldier is free, right? 1, 2, 3. Nope, not yet. I will grab a card from here, which will be another Espionage. I'll play it. Now Winter Soldier is free. Winter Soldier. There he is. I will use Armor to punch out this guy and draw a card. Or gal. Whichever it is. I will play another Espionage. Then, do I want Professor X? I think so. So I'll use these 3 to play Professor X. Should have put the crew quarters there, huh? That's right. And then I will use this Covert Ops to play Endurance. Although I'm wondering if I should put Endurance on Ghost Spider. Heal her up a little bit. All right, when this comes out, I will confuse a villain. So we'll confuse here. Then I will thwart for 3. I'm going to flip up. So we need to deal damage there, huh? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't quite get us there if I use her. Maybe we just let lizard sit out there then. Alright, when the villain phase begins, heal 1 damage from each enemy. Alright, so we'll get rid of this. So I have to deal with the healing. And then I will remove 2 from here to bring this one down. Magneto was my favorite. I was part of an independent game of Kang with the Kang multi-hopper. That was really cool. Nice. Tower defense. Yeah, welcome, Kevin. Is that running weird? Nope, just a little bit behind my hand. Okay. All right. So these 2 are good. This is set. Over here, SPDR is going to thwart this one for 2. Go back to my hand. I draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. It's a Phantom Flip. I could get rid of more threat, but really what I should do is get this web bracelet down. Excuse me. So we'll spend these 2 to put this web bracelet down. We'll hold SPDR, and we'll flip and heal to 10. And we'll deal with Lizard next turn. Okay, there we go. Draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our skilled strikes. We need those for our big damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will deck us, so we'll get a card here. Got to play with Steve. Nice. And I can't read the other one. Oh, and Eric. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, they're fun to play with. Sorry, it's only 5, so I'll just shuffle again. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. She is definitely built. We're a little rough on Ghost Spider at the moment, but it'll work. All right, we're adding 3 here, we're adding 3 here. Corvus is attacking, Professor X is blocking, 2+. If it defeats an ally, put 3 damage on the tower. Okay. And then Confused, and then Lizard will scheme for 1 here. So then we add cards. All right, first card is a Corvus's Cunning. He's going to activate against me, so he's attacking for 2. All right, so when he does that, I'll defend for 3. And, am I using this? No. And he will attack for 1, so I don't really need to trigger acrobatics. So he's going to hit me for 3, so I take no damage. So we're good. I'm all set. All right. And then he is going to get his glaive. So now he has Retaliate. And then over here we get an Assault, which will Surge. Ba-da-boom. So Surge will trigger. We'll draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a beautiful turn. And we will deal our 3 damage here to Lizard. All right, surges into a Black Order Besieger, so I will take 2 damage here. All right, well, that worked out pretty well for Black Widow. We gotta get Gwen Stacy going. Come on. All right, we are going to flip her up. We are going to attack the Black Order Besieger with the Skilled Strike. It is dead. We will respond and ready. Respond with Web Bracelet, draw a card. There's a double. So we'll play SPDR. Oh, you know what I should have done? But it's too late. I should have played the ticket there, huh? SPDR will do what? Punch somebody for 1. We'll punch... Oh, we don't want to punch Corvus because we're out. We will punch here for 1. Ghost Spider is going to take out Lizard. Heal 1 damage from the Lizard when the villain phase begins. There, we're good on that. Now, I'm so glad to hear people got a chance to play and play multiplayer, all that stuff, and I'm saving my pennies for next year. I really want to be there. It was a tricky year. I guess financially, I don't want anybody to worry. So should be good for next year, like I said. All right, we'll spend these 3 to put the ticket to the multiverse down. Should I just go again? I have a double. Might as well, right? All right, so we will remove this from the game. Shuffle your hand, deck, discard pile, drop to your hand size, ready each spider card you control. Sounds good. Let's do it. Two, three, four, five. All right, so we have a ghost kick and a phantom flip. So what we will do is we will attack for 2 and then phantom flip to ready. Remove 5 threat. It's coming over here. Oh shoot, I didn't move this. I always forget to move it. Yeah. So we'll remove 5 threat from here to bring it down to 2. Ready up over there. Trigger web bracelet to draw a card. I used the wrong guy. And then I can play this Spider-Man, or I can remove the glaive, which is probably the smarter move. I need an energy, huh? Or I could get this guy out. After you play him from your hand, ready, upgrade your control. If it has tech, draw a card. Let's just try it. So we'll play him, we'll ready this one. If it's tech, we draw a card. And then we have 2 punches. And unfortunately, we can't play those. So we will punch again for 2 here to bring this to 13. All right, well, she's got all the cards, so she can get rid of the thing there. Okay, my goodness. We have our doubles and don't even need them. So let's use a mental double and a preemptive strike to get down our suit. So now we have 4 defense. We will play Honorary Avenger. Let's just put it on Winter Soldier. We will... Wow. These are all good, huh? We'll play these 2 using these. 1, 2. I don't really think we need to flip down. We'll use Electrostatic to play Unflappable. And we'll use a... We'll use our doubles to get rid of the glaive. Don't tell anybody I did that. All right. Then we are going to thwart here for 2 to bring this one down to 5. All right. Looks good. Wow. All sorts of action going on now. All right. Draw up to 5 here. Oh, was I going to... No, I'm not going to flip down anymore. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have a web binding, but I never have the resources to do that. That's an interesting part that I might have been missing. Oh, I had him to thwart for 1. Let's get rid of 1 on the volunteer work these days. All right, so we are adding 3 to each of these. This will go to 8. This will go to 5. We're going to move this over here. Proxima is going to attack Ghost Spider. So we'll block with this guy. So for 5, 6, 7, he is out. That is auto. Pay the cost as a team. No, because it says hero action, so it has to be a single person is the way that does work. But, I mean, if you're having fun doing it, I don't think it's a big deal. All this stuff, huh? All right. Then Black Widow's getting attacked for 5. I have 4 here. I'll make it -2, so it's 3. And then she is attacking for Add the other villain's attack and scheme. So it'd be 5 total. So we will do target acquired to cancel that. Right? So that is canceled. We deal a damage. We ready. We defend for 3. Unflappable. We draw a card. Oh, we could have done this to cancel the other ones over there, huh? All right, and then we get 2 cards. One is Friends and Family. While in hero form, increase resource cost of each event you play by 1. And then In Cold Blood. Later attacks you. You cannot play events until after attack. If no attack is made, this card gains Surge. All right, we will get Experimental Injection. Attach the with the most remaining hit points. If you can't, it gains Surge. In Cold Blood, Surge. I guess this all getting shuffled well. Proxima's Power. Proxima activates against you. All right, so this I had to exhaust, right? So I can still defend for 4, which I will. So I will defend for 4 and make it 3. And then she's going to give it +2, and I will trigger Attack Acrobatics. And Attack Acrobatics will deal the 2 back to her, and then I can deal 1 off of this, but I can't ready. All right, cool. See you, Brown Bay. I hope you have a good day today. Recovering and whatnot. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to play here. What is our main focus? Keeping that threat down, I guess. Could get armor out. Could get a lot more built, though, if we flip, which is funny. So if we just control the threat on that one. All right, so he'll remove 2 threat here. Bring this down to 6. Then can play this Quinn Carrier. We pitch a bunch of these cards. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. We'll play the Quinn Carrier. And flip. We'll go back and get Espionage. We'll play Espionage using this to draw a card. Ooh, it's Nick. And then we'll use this and this to play the Grappling Hook. Get those out of our hand. I'm not using that. It was a waste. All right, and we're good there. We'll hold Nick Fury and hope we get doubles, although I think we cruised through all our doubles already, right? All right, Ghost Spider has +1 unless she flips down. So SPDR will thwart this for 2. Goes to 3, comes back to my hand. Web of Life and Destiny draws me another card. Then I can play... So I guess I just ignore these events for now. Play Web Bracelet. So I get another one down. Then I'll use Team Building Exercise... and these 2 events to play Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham will thwart for 2. And then he will take 0 damage. Nice. What do I have to do here? Discard an identity-specific card. Sorry, so I should save this one. I will thwart for 1, flip down, and discard this identity-specific card to discard this obligation. All right. We got a lot of threat on this turn, but we should be pretty good. My goodness. It's just going to be messy. How many people we got here? Oh yeah, see, it's telling me it's not smooth, but it actually looks okay to me. 3 people. Not bad. It's early. I have to be somewhere for 9:30, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I have to leave at 9:30 to be somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's some doubles. Some skilled strikes, some warnings. All right. Let's see if we can make this all work. We're adding 3 threat to each of these. We have not gotten rid of that volunteer work, man. Think we would have by now. This moves over here. He's going to scheme twice. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's going to go to 8 to 10. and 0. So this will be at 10 total. Sometimes you got to risk it. Oh, he's going to activate again. So 2 plus 0. This is going to go to exactly 12. So we're each going to get another encounter card. That one would get put out. All right, we're good there. Next encounter card is a burn notice. Didn't I remove this? I did. So that should not be here. I exhausted. All right, so Black Order Besieger will put a damage on the tower. Then here we will do Loose Ends. So we have to search for our obligation and reveal it. Worried Father. So we'll put out George Stacy, as Steve would say, perfect. That's a lot of 2-cost cards. All right, so George Stacy goes here, and we can grab him, and then we can get that engine going, which will help her actually a bunch. And then another Black Order Besieger will put another damage on the tower, so it can take 9 more. All right. This is coming over here. Exhaust Gwen Stacy, remove this from the game, add him to your hand. Nice. The only negative is I don't think I can play anything on my turn. So, Spider-Ham is oh, you know what I should do? Sorry. I should stay here, and I should spend 2. If your identity has the civilian trait, draw 1 card. All right, so I should have Spider-Ham thwart this for 2. He takes 0 damage. Then I will spend 2 with an energy to remove volunteer work, and I get to draw a card, which is a boot camp. Then I will use this resource to play George Stacy. I'll exhaust to attach an event from my hand, so I'll attach this Ghost Kick. And then I can spend these 3 to put a boot camp down, so my things hit for +1. All right, we're good there. Not super effective, but we did stuff. We'll go get an Acrobatics. We'll play the Acrobatics. Oh, gosh, hold on. I should use the crew quarters to heal her, and I should have when she flipped down as well, so she's at 10. All right, draw a card. Then we can play Nick. 1. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, because we could Fighting Fit to maybe kill one of these guys. And the Quinn Carrier here will play Nick. Nick will come in and draw me 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's some Dance of Deaths. We could play Covert Ops. It's the other option, which is pretty good. If we play Covert Ops, we don't have enough for these other cards, but that's okay. Oh, we could play the Dauntless. All right, so we'll use a Fighting Fit to play a Dauntless. And then we will spend these 3 to play Covert Ops, remove 4 threat, and Confuse. Then do we just punch this out with these guys? And stay down since we have a Confuse? Yep. All right, so we'll do this to punch this guy out. And we're pretty good from here. All right. I don't necessarily want to stay down, but I have that Confuse to use, so works out. We should be pretty good because we have no deck left for Black Widow. We are down to like 20 cards. All right. Draw here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a couple cards built. We should be good. All right, now we're actually only adding 2 to each of these. This is going to come over here. She is going to attack Nick. Nope. She is going to attack Ghost Spider. Nick is going to block. It's 5 plus add his. Nick is very dead. Then over here, she schemes for 0. This one schemes for 1. And then we get cards. Whose card was this? Yours. All right, here we get a Rain Fire. So we're going to deal 3 damage to this tower. So now we're at the point where if this pops, it's fine. Friends and family. And a common criminal, which will surge into In Cold Blood, which will surge into regenerative research. Surge will trigger espionage and draw us 2 more cards. Alright, we will use a target acquired to punch out this common criminal and draw a card. We will use, I've even ready these, the safe house to go get the espionage, and then the other one to play it to draw a card. We will flip up. And we will play Armor, who comes in with a tough. We'll use our other gauntlet to play Attack Robotics. My goodness. It's too much. We'll use these 3 to play a Covert Ops. We'll remove 4 from here. And confuse Corvus. We need to use an additional card, and this double will pay for the electrostat. Actually, we'll hold the double, and the Quinn Carrier will pay for it. Play smart. Play smart. All right, so these 2 can punch out this Black Order Besieger. He's going to actually go away now. He'll be back. I didn't get rid of that, but that's fine. That's going to just be annoying. All right, and then over here, we will punch with double skilled strikes here. So that's going to be for 6, bringing him down to 14. Ready, trigger a web bracelet. Twice, because we did 2 of them, and it's max 1 per event. And then we will use these 2. We'll use Into the Fray and Parental Guidance to play a Ghost Kick for 6 damage, and we'll bring him down to 8. And then we will spend these 2 to play Combat Training. We'll punch for 3, down to 8. And Spider-Ham can punch for 3 here and take 0 damage. Punches for 3 because of this. We're good. Spider-Ham, he's like the Energizer Bunny, man. He just keeps going. Okay. Ready all this up. Look at this mess. Such a nice mess. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, this is kind of actually a pain. But we got all our things. Hey, Eric's home. Welcome back, Eric. This goes to 4. This one goes to 6. Nope, 5. Oh, no, we went through the deck. So this one should go to 5, and this one should go to 6. I missed it. And we need acceleration on each of these. My bad. Okay, they're each going to heal 1 because of this card. Might just play through that at this point. And then this is moving over here. So Corvus is attacking for 2 on me. I'm good. I'll defend it for 4. 2 plus 0. We're good. We defend it. Trigger Unflappable. Trigger Electrostatic Armor. Trigger Dauntless. So he takes 2. I draw a card. Then over here he's scheming, but he's confused. Now we get cards. Eric, how was the trip? Did it go well? Did you have fun? It sounded awesome. We're going to Surge. That's going to trigger our Espionage. When Espionage triggers, I will deal the damage here with Widowmaker, draw a card. Fighting Fit. And then, is this above? Equal to or greater than your style. Okay. What did I just draw? Oh, Surge, right? So then the other card over here is Assault. So Corvus is going to attack again over here. I triggered a card, so I should ready off of my suit. And Armor can block here. Do I have a hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I have something. Pirouette and Punch. That could be fun. Sure. So we will exhaust here to block instead of using armor. He's going to attack for 2. Plus 1 is 3. We will pirouette and punch. So we're going to deal equal to... Oh, no, it's not that one, is it? Well, he's going to hit for 3 and we're good. So we'll just play it that way. Oh, we forgot to trigger web bracelets. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I not have a hand because I used everything? No, I'm good. I might have forgot to use web bracelets, though, and all that stuff. So we just take the 3 and we're good. All right, this passes over to here. I'm going to attempt to play Spider-Man, but I can't, huh? Don't have the lightning. So I really need to get a wild resource over here. All right, he shares a trait, which reduces his cost, but not his requirement. Not fun, huh? She could thwart for 2, so Spider-Ham will thwart this for 2, and take 2 damage, finally. Is this one a hero? Alright, so that will come down to 2. Is that my whole turn? I'll put my pirouette and punch here. So I needed to really spend that. That was a bad play on my part. Alright, little rough there. So, if we want to play these events, they're going to cost us more, but probably worth it at this point. So we can Dance to Death for 6, or Fighting Fit for 5. So we'll spend these 2 to get an energy barrier down. Then we'll spend these 2 in the Quinn Carrier to Fighting Fit for 5. We have to spend the extra because of this. So we'll bring her down to 3. Then we will thwart this for 2, draw a card. It is a Dance of Death. What do we do from there? Just let the tower pop? Probably. I think that is our option. So we'll flip down. We will discard this to get rid of this. We will draw from the safe house to get an espionage, play it with a gauntlet, draw a card, and then we will use these 2 to play another energy barrier. My goodness. Black Widow is kind of silly at this point. I shouldn't even be flipping down. This is going to pop. It's going to flip this, but it's just where I'm at right now. I messed up Ghost Spider pretty bad. I should not have blocked with her. I had options. And then I can't get Spider-Man out. So I'm going to discard a warning so that I can draw 2 more. Man, I still can't play him. Yeah, I really need something that gives her a wild resource. That has been rough. Giving her the Quinn Carrier and then giving her Honorary Avenger would have been a way to do it. All right, we're drawing 3 here. We just got to get to the damage is really what it comes down to. Con was fantastic. I'm not yet home yet. Oh, no. In St. Louis waiting for a flight. Oh, I hope you get home soon, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. After all the fun, not fun is not good. All right, let's make this happen correctly this time now. So we're going to go here. We're going to add 3 to each of these. She is going to attack for 3. And We could web binding. They each heal 1. But I think we can just have Spider Ham block, right? So 3 + 1, we're good here. And then she will scheme here for 1, and we'll cancel it. So we'll use Spider-Man and Warning to cancel with web binding. Trigger Web Bracelet and draw a card. Ooh, nice. It's a skilled strike. So that doesn't happen. And then we get cards. All right, so Corvus gets his glaive. We got a direct assault. And Proxima activates against me. So I will play this strength to do this pirouette and punch. And I will cancel its when revealed effects and deal 1 damage. All right, a little bit better. Still running that a little unsmooth. All right, Free Winter Soldier is coming out. We'll use an Espionage to pay for an Espionage. Then we'll grab that Espionage and put it out with one of the things. I got too many cards to work with there. We'll flip up. I will play the Covert Ops to remove 4 threat from here and confuse him. And then, what are we going to do from there? We did not get rid of his glaive. Can she get rid of the glaive? No, so he's just going to attack for a bunch, but we've got armor here. All right, so we will remove 4 threat. Bring this down to 5. Almost damage time. All right, Ghost Spider is going to punch here. She'll take a damage for retaliate. She's going to punch for 4. Ready, sorry, with the skilled strike. Use the bracelet to draw a card, which will cycle through. Give her an encounter card. Oop, it would actually be 5, huh? Because of combat training. And then, man, I am just resources short all the time. So I'll put this pirouette and punch here, and I will punch her for 3, and we'll go to the next stage. All right, so we are flipping Proxima. We are flipping Corvus to stage 3. And that is going to be 28. Ooh, it's a lot of health. And 30. Ooh, 58 damage. That's no joke. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, he's got 1 on him here. Looks good. All right, we're adding 3 to each of these. Oops. Hello, hello. Dylan, the bearded portal has closed. Tuned in and you hadn't said anything, and I thought I was watching someone else for a minute. Oh, yeah, I love playing in the morning and letting people start their day. I know it's tricky for a lot of people, so it's not necessarily the best time, but it's fun to be able to play in the morning. All right. So this is going to pass over here. Corvus is going to attack. What is happening? Corvus is attacking here for 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Attack gains range. If that defeats an ally, deal 3 damage at the end of the attack. Okay, so it's just range. So we'll have armor block here. It's 5, plus 2 is 7. She loses her tough. This direct assault goes away. Then attacking over here on Ghost Spider, who will defend for 3. Getting hit for 3. Plus 1 is 4. Take a damage. And then I will play Martial Prowess and Pirouette and Punch. 2 Phantom Flip. I'll remove 5 threat from here. They should have both healed one, but they can't. Ready, trigger drawing a card. And we will draw into Across the Spider-Verse. That is how we want to put what's-his-name into play, huh? All right, and then we get cards. I did shave my beard, so I didn't even react to that, sorry. Advance, he's confused. Yeah, everything's gone. The hair, the beard, it's all done. All right, into a Bound by Blood. They each heal 2 and gain a tough status card. You know what? We got grappling hooks. We have 1. We have 2. Let's just cancel that so that they don't get the toughs. And we don't have to deal with one more thing. It's not the best card to cancel, but we also have Pirouette and Punch, so... Corvus is cunning. Corvus activates against you. So he's going to attack again. So now we'll use the Pirouette and Punch. We'll use Across the Spider-Verse and Warning. We will cancel it and deal him a damage and draw a card. Phantom Flip. All right, this comes over here. Can you get rid of the glaive? What is it, a lightning and a punch? Sure, so we'll use these 2 to get rid of the glaive so we don't have to deal with the retaliate. We will punch him for 5. Ready. No card draw. Punch her for 3. She's down to 26. And then we'll put this Phantom Flip here. Not getting to those allies. All right, and then over here we have a Professor X, but I think we're going to pass on that in favor of... Could play this Dance of Death. We could hold these 2, I guess. Sure. So Dance of Death will deal 3, then 2, then 1. So we'll deal 3, then 2, then 1. So they're down to 20 and 21. Winter Soldier, it's going to be her. We're not worried about the schemes anymore. Let's just deal damage. Down to 18. And Black Widow will punch here. She's down to 19. There's no reason to bring them down evenly. It's just what I do. We'll hold Professor X because we can. 3, 4, 5. There's a almost free Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we got web bindings and kicks and all sorts of other things, so we should be in good shape here. All right, we are adding 3 to each of these, so this one is going to go to 10, and this one is going to go to 6. We'll pass this over here. Proxima is going to attack for 3. Here on Ghost Spider, 4, 5, so we'll put a damage on the tower. And defend, so we'll defend that for 3, plus 1, so we take a damage. Then we will trigger Ghost Kick with these 2. Yeah, I don't even care about the web binding, honestly. So we'll use these 2. We will Ghost Kick, deal 6 damage. She's down to 13. We'll ready, trigger a web bracelet. She is just so much fun. And she's fun in all the aspects, too. All right, we're good there. Then she's attacking over here. We will defend for 4. So she's hitting for 5 minus 2 with the Judica skill. So she's hitting for 3. Plus 1 is 4. So we take no damage. Dauntless and this will trigger. Actually, we could have used these, huh? Actually, yeah, let's not do it. So we don't use Judica skill. So she's going to hit for 6. We defend for 4. We'll deal 2 back to her. Then we took no damage, so we deal 2. She goes to 9, and then we'll draw a card off of Unflappable. All right, she's going to get Piercing, and Rain Fire is going to deal 3 damage to the tower, so it's now at 16. Good morning, Nolan. Yeah, it's so many prep cards. It's a little ridiculous. All right, did we ready? We didn't trigger a prep card, though, huh? So we should have canceled something. When you reveal a treachery... Yeah, so let's do this so we can ready. We'll use the grappling hook. Oh, no, it's on a treachery. I can't do it. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I should be triggering more of these. to do stuff. All right, doubles for Nick Fury. Draw 3, 1, 2, 3. I have 10 cards in my deck. All right, so that is what we want to play. This, yep. So we'll Fighting Fit for 5 because we're at full health. So we'll bring him down to 13. And then we will Dance of Death using the Quinn Carrier. So it's 1 + 2 + 3. So he's down to 7. Then Winter Soldier will hit her for 2. She's down to 7. Nick and Armor will hit here. He's down to 4. What are my numbers here? Just Phantom Flips. So we're not quite there, huh? All right, that's where we get to. Then we come over here to Ghost Spider. She's going to punch here for 3 to bring her down to 4. When she does that, do we want a Phantom Flip? It's going to go to him. Sure. So we'll Phantom Flip to remove 5. So this is going to go to 5. Ready. Trigger Web Bracelet. Draw a card. And it's just a resource. And we have another Phantom Flip that we can't spend. So her deck's a little off. I could tweak a couple things here. All right, and then she'll punch for 3 to bring him down to 1. Or actually, since he's going to attack, we'll bring her down to 1. And I think Black Widow should be able to end this. If not here with a Ghost Kick. Nice. All right. Perfect. That will be it. On the villain's turn. That was kind of my goal. Nothing to defend with. All right. So we're adding 3 threat here and 3 threat here. This is going to come over to Corvus. Corvus is going to attack for 2. I will defend for 4. I have to defend, yeah. I'll defend for 4. It is +1. We'll trigger Acrobatics. Acrobatics will cancel it, deal a damage back, and deal 1 with Widowmaker. I'll use my suit to ready. It deals no damage. I block, so there's 2. I defend it, Electrostatic Armor and Dauntless, and I unflappable to draw a card. Then Corvus is going to attack over here. Ghost Spider is going to defend it. He attacks for 2, +2 is 4. I take 1, warning will block it. Ready me, draw a card with Web Bracelet, and then I will spend a double to Ghost Kick for the win. 6 damage. What a team. This deck could use a little bit more tweaking between the things that I could not get in play, but wow, what a team these two are. So much fun. Love the smell of sleeves and tokens in the morning. That was so fun, everybody. Black Widow Protection is out to lunch good. Ghost Spider doesn't look as well set up. I think I could have tweaked the deck just a little better. This Combat Train made a big difference. Once I could Skilled Strike for 5, ready, and hit for 3, all of a sudden that's a free card. That's letting me punch for 8 every turn. I mean, whatever. I know if I... Otherwise it would be 3, so it's kind of a free for 5, but it's what amazing damage that output is. I mean... Ghost Spider did most damage, and then after she does it, she could kick for another 6 for 2, which is super fun. I was trying to get more of the allies out, so this boot camp didn't play super well, all these in general, so I probably could have had a few more Web Warriors that I was dancing around, and I had Spider-Man, but I couldn't get him out, but I think the key was to play across the Spider-Verse. And then because the other hero was Black Widow, this web binding was a little weird to play. Even the warnings, I probably didn't need as much. So that was that. But, you know, whatever it was, I got the bracelets out. I used the ticket to the multi... I mean, I did all the things with her. Obviously, her board just looks ridiculous. But this is nuts when you just defend like that and deal all this damage and you're blocked with energy bears and Judicus. I mean, come at me, bro. Come at me. Cool. Yeah, so that's Black Widow Protection. I know Steve has a version called Super Fit, and it's very similar to this. I really just wanted to play off this Dauntless and stay full. I gave my endurance even over to here, so I was able to do that. I did have to flip a lot. You saw me doing the alternating. I let this pop once This never pops, so strategically that's my goal. Keep this from popping early. Let this one pop once so I don't have to deal with all that threat. Take the extra cards, it's fine. If I could, I don't want this to pop super early, but if I could control it for 4 or 5 turns, then this one pops. And then once this thing passes the threshold where it doesn't matter, if I add 12 to this, it needed 2 more. So go ahead and add 12, flip it, and then I got another round, and then I don't have to deal with this threat. So letting these pop lets you deal with the threat. It feels a little counterproductive and whatnot, but it helps a whole bunch. So that's kind of to me, that's the key of this scenario is you let this one pop, rounds 4, 5, 6, you let this one pop, round 6, 7, 8, and then you're good. Oh, I didn't heal them for 1, so I actually wonder if I needed to do that different. It doesn't really matter. I don't... Oh, when I play a card here, then I could trigger... Oh, no, I don't even have it, huh? Oh, the attack acrobatics could come into play. Yeah, I mean, she might have ended up with 1 because I didn't heal them and she was down, so maybe I had to bring her down to 0. I'm not going to overly worry about it. I don't think anybody was like, oh, no, you're not going to get the win. She's going to be at 1. But I do think I forgot to heal them with this. Yeah, I could have gotten rid of this, but it just felt like I was at the point where damage was just so much. I mean, what did I say, 58? And then 2 turns I did 58 damage, and then on the villain turn finished them off. Something like that. Maybe it was 3. Hard to remember. But yeah, there was a lot of damage. It probably was just the 2 and then the villain phase to get it down. So this just ended up healing them for 6, 8, something like that, right? So just 8 damage that I could pretty much do with a card. So nice. I wish I had the card Dauntless, but everyone told me GMW is the worst box. Yeah, I mean, I don't think people are wrong when they say it's the worst box. The campaign is very tough, even on standard. And the Rocket and Groot precons are considered, pretty rough. Which, again, there's great cards in there. The biggest issue with the box is that Rocket and Groot, who are great, are both build characters and control characters. And that campaign is not. And they didn't build their decks to help control that campaign, which is very hard to do, even on standard. So you really feel the pressure of Rocket and Groot, and a lot of people get the sense that Rocket and Groot aren't very good because of that, but they're amazing. See, yesterday when I played Rocket through the entire other campaign, he did lose one of the games, so, take that for what it is, but I just got swamped with minions and threat. Like, it just happens sometimes, especially on solo. It's the reason solo isn't my favorite, and I played two-handed here, but it works in general. But, there's heroes, those build heroes are going to be a lot tougher on solo. That's just how the game is. If you can build them, they will be the most powerful. Iron Man, Groot, Hulk. Rocket's kind of in the middle, I actually think. He can do a decent amount of control. But that's the issue, is that those 2 heroes are not good against that box. I said 1,000 times, they put Star-Lord and Gamora in that box, so if you pick up Guardians Most Wanted and you play a lot of precons or whatever, or heroes, I highly suggest set Rocket and Groot aside, pick up Star-Lord and Gamora, take Star-Lord and Gamora, run them through the campaign. You're going to have no issues. The Star-Lord and Gamora precons will crush that campaign. You're definitely going to have issues. It's the hardest campaign on standard even. But yeah, if you take Star-Lord and Gamora, who are just event-based and have all the bonuses, even Star-Lord taking extra cards, it's totally fine. And they just do what that box is asking to do. So I think that's where the issue lied, is Rocket and Groot, who are great, they're just both build characters, so it's going to be trickier. Yeah. Yep. All right, awesome, everybody. Well, thank you. If anybody has questions, I'll hang on here for a little bit, but otherwise I'm going to get myself ready to move on with my day. I am going to... later today, Eric and I are going to record another episode of the Right Brain Rollers podcast. I'll keep advertising on here, so if you're interested in games across the spectrum, you can listen to the podcast. It's not a Marvel Champions specific one. In fact, I don't think I've talked about Marvel Champions at all on there. But will at some point. But it is a board game podcast that Eric and I are doing, and it's kind of in its fledgling state, I suppose. But you can check it out. It is on all podcast, things that you use, including Spotify, the Right Brain Rollers. So we each talk about 2 games that we've played recently. Then we roll a D12 of fate, and we talk about a random topic. Oops, I wanted to go to this one. We talk about a random topic. And that the D12 of fate decides, and then we And then we doubles review a game. So we talk about a game together. The most recent episode, we talked about the game Earth from Inside Up Games. So you could check that out. Sorry, I was reading Kevin's comment here. Yeah, lack of playtesting, I suppose. Well, I wouldn't throw it on the playtesters necessarily. I mean, they may have given feedback that wasn't taken into account as part of it, right? So it could just be tricky. Depending on when people were playtesting, it kind of could have been like, like obviously the box came out in the pandemic, but it could have kind of been into that tricky spot. I think they added a lot more surge and a lot of things that happened more than they realized. I also think they were trying to make something that was difficult. I mean, there's going to be a most difficult box, and I think that was Galaxy's most wanted. I think there were some misses. I think the big things they miss is that the Milano upgrades should really just attach to the Milano. I think if they started in play, even if you had to put threat on a main scheme or something, it makes a huge difference. So I would highly suggest that change if you're looking for smoothing it out a little bit. Brian and I did a little while ago, and we played Rocket and Groot and got all the way to Ronin, actually. Nebula was a crazy win, super fun. And then when we got to Ronin, we were not able to get him down, but when we put the Milano upgrades out to start, it was very, very... I'll say it was very easy. Yeah, I would just say it was easy to do. So I think that's the biggest thing they missed, was just you're purchasing those things from the market card, from the market deck, and then they just don't really come out. They clog your deck and they cost to come out, so it wasn't really the benefit that I think people were thinking it was in the campaign specifically. The villains individually are fine. Are generally fine. Nebula is a huge surge fest, and the techniques get attached and they're a pain, but on Expert it's specifically hard. On Standard it's not so bad because they all trigger and go away on the first stage, so it's not such a big deal. And then Ronin is very beatable if you can stun and confuse him, or if you can rush him down. He's not nearly as hard as I think people make him sound to be, so works out pretty well. So I still think there's a lot of fun in that box, and I would never necessarily throw things on playtesters. It's just tough. You're trying to make things that are harder, are different. That's the thing, that was designed by Boggs, and he has the most innovative ideas in the game, for sure. The most innovative things we've seen have come from Boggs, but also sometimes the toughest things. And that surge keyword is just tough. It sounds like it's saying, take this small effect and take another card, but a pile of surge stacks up to be a lot more than what you want it to be. So it needs to be a little more sparing or a little more definite. Like Insight 1 is a nice surge effect that says, you're going to add one threat to the main scheme plus do what's on here, but you're not going to get another card that's going to kind of cycle all those things. So that's a much smarter way to do that. An Insight 1 or all players take 1 damage or something like that you can deal with. Works a lot better. So there's that. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for joining me for a Monday morning Marvel. This was a lot of fun. I'll probably have some other things here. Yeah, Sinister Motives was better. I agree. Except Venom Goblin Expert is a nightmare. He's the hardest thing in the game. So you could say that, but standard is the key. You want to make standard beatable by the other thing. And yes, GMW has great mods. Drang is awesome. The Collector, honestly, is cool for changing up how you play. He's a super big pain, but he is good design in terms of how you play. It would have been better if he collected his own stuff and not everybody's stuff. But if you play him on 3 and 4 players, it's a lot more doable to keep that collection clean. If you play him on solo, it's super hard. So he's one that scales easier the more players you have, because the collection gets so much bigger, so it's a lot easier to deal with. All right. Yeah, there you go. All right, thanks everybody. I'm not sure. Just stay tuned this week. I am busy tomorrow, and I'm going to the Yankees game on Wednesday afternoon, so that puts me out all day because I got to leave at like 9:30 in the morning, then go to Yankee Stadium, come back, and then my daughter has a concert at night, so that probably puts me out for Wednesday. So Thursday would be probably the next day that I would be around unless I have time on a night. So there's that. All right, thanks everybody for watching. My name is the Brandt, and until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Have a good one. Happy Monday, and have a great rest of your week, everybody.